Hey, what's up, Robert? Rebecca, how are you? Hey, is that any better? I got disconnected from wireless. Let me see if you guys are on. Hey, Electro Dude. Yeah, man, this lathe is awesome. I've been really happy with it. The reverse doesn't work right now. I need to take this apart and blow it out to get reverse. I've had to do it before. So what we're making, we've got this screwdriver blank. We're gonna make a screwdriver. So we're making this out of some wood that Brad at turningblanks.net sent me. So we got 8 likes. Thank you guys so much. Let's see if we can get up to 50 likes today. So we're gonna get started. I forget what wood this is. It's some I don't remember. Oh, there it is. I didn't kiln dried talum is how I would pronounce it. I don't know if that's accurate. So we're gonna make a screwdriver handle. Hope you guys are having a good one. Thanks, Robert. That thing is very dull. What's up, Plywood? What's up, Mike? Mike D in the house. What's up, Mike? Dan, what are you doing, buddy? Thanks for being my numero uno and a channel member. Thanks so much, man. We're gonna make a ratcheting screwdriver. Is what we're doing here. That feels pretty good. Hey, Virginia, how's it going? Let's put some texture on that for a grip. I'm doing good, Virginia. Thanks for asking. Oh, cup of coffee. Thanks. Kevin Ellis. Oh, awesome. I want to see some pictures. I didn't recognize the name. Used to be Bad Dragon. Yeah, I didn't know that. I was like, who's Virginia Maker? I didn't recognize it. Yeah, we're making a ratcheting screwdriver. I saw it at Woodcraft this weekend. I thought it'd be a fun one. Hey, Rumpel, how you doing? I think we need to go a little bigger. Still a little tight. See if we've got a bigger one, bigger bit. Where'd all my drill bits go? There they are. That looks a lot closer. Hope everyone's having a great day. Please consider smashing that like button and subscribing. I think that'll work. Let's go ahead and part this off, put some finish on it, and then we're going to go put some Harbor Freight 5-minute epoxy. Kevin, I have a big laser, but I do not have a CNC. Man, I would love a CNC. It would just take up so much room. Yeah, Rumpel, it's going to be a ratcheting screwdriver. This is a ratcheting screwdriver blank. I thought it sounded fun. I always like making my own tools, so it's really cool. What are you wanting, Kevin? I've got a buddy with the CNC. That's going to take a while. Let's go to the, get this laser box out of the way. I got a laser video coming out this weekend, guys. Please check it out. Okay, sounds good, Kevin. All right. Let's get some 5-minute epoxy. It's actually Gorilla Glue 5-minute epoxy. I think this is about all I've got. Well, dang, I might have to mix some epoxy if that's all I've got. Yeah, there's no hardener in that, so we might be out. Let's see what else I've got here. I thought I had more. Well, we're going to have to mix some, guess we're going to be mixing some real epoxy then. Give me just a second. Thanks. I thought it was a nice, it gives a nice grip. So we're going to glue this in with some epoxy. This is just slightly larger than these prongs. So we're going to fill that with epoxy. Bad thing is I don't have, I'm trying to think what other glue I've got. Oh, cool. Looking forward to seeing it, Bad Dragon. It's hard to mix a very small amount of epoxy. I feel like I waste it. But heck, let me grab my gloves and my eye protection. I never mix epoxy without eye protection. So let me grab that. We're going to mix a little epoxy real quick. Hey, Carrie, how are you doing? This is the epoxy I use for my maps. I make a lot of lake maps this time of year especially. If you ever want to make some money with your laser, lake maps are the way to go in your local area. They don't really ship well, but we're going to mix just a little bit of epoxy. I always like to wear gloves because it's a messy process. Roy, what's going on? All right, we have 47 likes, guys. My goal was 50. Way to go, guys. Thanks so much. Now, I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Where are you guys watching from? I'm sure Plywood's probably going to say from his couch. Thank you for being a channel member, Plywood. And Carrie, you're a channel member too. Thanks so much. I kind of think I want to add some color to that. I don't know. So we're just going to mix a tiny amount, like these cups. So we're going to mix 2 ounces, which is like so much extra. But you want it to be 1-to-1. And usually when I'm mixing epoxy, I wear a respirator as well. But this is a really small amount, so I'm not worried about it. These measuring cups, disposal measuring cups, are a must. But for my maps, I don't. I typically use like a large pitcher from like Dollar Tree. Then we stir. Huh! My couch is in Ohio. That's awesome, Plywood. I love it. All right. Mix, 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 mix. All right. Roy says, are you making a river table? No, Roy, we just made a handle on the lathe. This is for a ratcheting screwdriver. I bought that at Woodcraft the other day. So this is going to go in there and be a ratcheting screwdriver. I added some texture. You can see that texture, so you get a little grip. So we're going to glue this in. Then tomorrow when it's dry, I'm going to put some boiled linseed oil. That's what I typically use for tool handles. We'll just do boiled linseed oil. And I wonder, I think we should make some color out of this because the leftover will... Yeah, the leftover is going to be... I hate wasting it. So we're going to put a random piece of wood in here. We're going to see if we can find a hardwood chunk and put that in here as the leftover. But what we're going to do first... Bailey, what's up, Chris? How you doing, buddy? Now, Bailey is like a master wood turner. I'm still like, I think I'm intermediate. I'm definitely not a master wood turner. Chris is a very skilled wood turner. I still consider myself beginner to intermediate, so which I believe I'm probably intermediate. This year, I think, moved me to intermediate. Just because I've been turning so much this year. Hobby beginner. Well, man, if you're a hobby beginner, I'm like a hobby beginner. You know what I'm saying? I usually mix this about 2 or 3 minutes. When I use large quantities, I buy this little paddle that fits on the drill because you really get tired of hand mixing epoxy. So, let's put it in there. That's pretty good, I think. And we can sand off and clean up stuff later. So, yeah, that'll be just fine. So this is just slightly larger. Hopefully we don't break it when we pound this in. Come on, baby. Looks a little crooked. Actually, it looks fine. Let me get a paper towel. Make sure we don't get any of that. Oh, crap, in the ratcheting assembly, I forgot. Dang. Just need to make sure this thing moves. We didn't get a lot in there, so I think we're all right. I think I'll come out in an hour and make sure it still moves. Okay. You know what? It really does look crooked, but I think the bottom's a little crooked. So, we're going to let that set. Oh, yeah, this thing's crooked. That's what it is. So that's going to set. let's grab some mica powder. A little bit of blue mica. Oh gosh, I went a little heavy on that. Oh well. You know, we just kind of wing it, you know what I mean? Gosh. This was a custom color I did for a customer on a lake last year. They preferred a more of a turquoisey color than the blue I usually use. This is all I had. Well, epoxy is resin, and resin is epoxy. It's a good question, though, Depression. Usually, I like to use 5-minute epoxy, but I was out. I thought I had some. I like this Gorilla Glue version, and I've also used the Harbor Freight. I think they both work well. Pretty sure the Harbor Freight's only like $3, so I think the Gorilla Glue is like 5 or 6. But I would recommend the Harbor Freight version. So this is what we're going to do. That's mixed up. Let me find a random chunk of hardwood. We're going to put it in there. All right, I got a random chunk of hardwood. Ooh, it's going to have to go this way. Put it in there, push it in. See how the epoxy's coming up on the sides? So that is all the way at the bottom. And this is just going to dry, and we're going to make something out of it. No idea. Hey, Roy, I am very particular. I'm pretty safe with resin. It scares me. I usually wear a respirator. I'm wearing eye protection, and I wear rubber gloves. So you definitely, it's kind of like respecting your tools. I absolutely try to respect it. We're just putting the tape here to hold it down. And then we'll give this a few days to dry. As long as that's mixed well, we'll be able to make something out of it. So that's that. Let's put that out of the way. Let's go make something else. Let's see if we have anything for a bowl, because this is going to take overnight to dry. Let's see if we've got a bowl in the making over here. Let's see what we've got over here. Yeah, Bailey, I don't vent it, but I wear a respirator. And sometimes I'm mixing a gallon at a time, so absolutely ventilate, protect yourself. I like to reclaim material, so this is a reclaimed church pew. It's got a lot of good usable red oak. Let's see if we can reuse any of this. It just depends by brand, but you have to maintain a certain temperature in the shop. But that's probably 60 or 70 degrees, but my shop is climate controlled, so it maintains a really nice 70 degrees this time of year. Carrie, are you kidding me, girl? Wow, thank you so much, Carrie. You're amazing. Wes is in the house. I don't know about you guys, but I like free. I bought, this is probably 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I think I spent 40 bucks and got a ton of reclaimed church pews. I thought I would redo something. It's got a really cool cross carved on it. But I think I'm gonna make some bowls. I've only got a couple pieces left. So we're gonna process this, try to make a bowl blank and go make a bowl on the lathe. Well, it's much appreciated, Carrie. See you, Roy. Hello, Sedamic. Sedamic. All right, let's make a bowl. We have 84 likes. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. All right, let's make a bowl. Let me grab my face shield. Let's do it. Hey, BW, I did make a ratcheting screwdriver handle. I'm really excited about that. All right, who's ready? Come on, let's go. Da, 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 da. Hey, Adalbert. Mentor, hello, hello. 98 likes, all right, guys. we get to, oh, we got 101. All right, y'all. All right. Way to go. Thank y'all. Whoop. Hey, Donna, how's it going? Huh. Doing good, Donna. Doing good. Thanks for asking. That's kind of a cool shape. We're still not round right there. So we still got a couple of flat spots. Let's see if we got rid of that flat spot. Still got a little one there that got that one. Okay, so we still got a little bit right here. Okay. See if we got that flat spot out. We got a little tear out though. So yeah, mostly need to keep going and smooth that out. Hey, Mercantile, how are you doing? That's going to be a pretty cool reclaimed bowl. Okay, I dig it. I like it. So let's clean up the bottom. We need to take a little bit off. That's looking good, y'all. It's a reclaimed red oak church pew. I like to reclaim a lot of material. It's cheap, if not free. So we're going to clean this up. All right. Hey, Rosef. That's looking good. All right, let's flip it around. Hey, Gerson. Hello, hello. Hey, Muddy Mud Dog, doing well, thank you. Thanks for hitting that like button, everybody. know if I like that. Whoops. Sorry about that. I don't know if I like that sander or not. I don't like it, Chris. I'm kind of I think I did it last week, and for a shallow bowl it worked, but I think this is a little deep for it. I don't like it either. Kind of disappointing. You spend 30 bucks on it, you hope it works, right? Yeah, I do not like it. But I think for a flatter bottomed bowl it would work better. I think that curve gets it. Or maybe I need to use the smaller head. Yeah, man, I was hoping it would be much better, but I'm like, not really my thing. See, I still have a line in there I can't get rid of. Let's try some more 120. It's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. Let's keep going. Hey, Mamda, hello. Let's go put some finish on this. Mike D. Yeah, man, I was really disappointed by that inertia sander. Whatever. Now, I've got a discount code to Bumbleshoots. It's on my YouTube channel. I have a bunch of discount codes. You get, I think, between 5 and 10% on most of my products that are not my products, but my sponsors. I'm really loving the scent and the ease of applying this one. Smells wonderful. Smells like oranges. The sides of this are really going to pop because it's reclaimed. So something like this is really cool. This is if you guys just joined me, this is a reclaimed church pew. I bought some church pews a few years ago just for scrap wood, and I've made a few bowls out of them. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, thanks for hanging out. If you see on there, there's Delauder. That's Mike D from the Whackin' Shack. He's got a great turning channel. And then Bailey Woodworks. He does a lot of turning on his channel. There's a lot of good wood turners in our community. It's a great place to learn, to ask questions, and to hang out. So I appreciate you spending part of your day with me. You know, that lid's just a little sharp. Like, someone's probably going to get cut on that, but it's not that sharp. But all right, let's grab another paper towel. Let's buff it. Now that's a cool looking bowl. I really like this where you see all the different grain patterns on the side because this was laminated with a bunch of different pieces. So that's a cool look. Thanks, plywood. Yeah, that's a neat looking bowl. That'd be great to hold nuts or maybe a candy dish. I don't know. What do you guys think? 130 likes. Thank you guys. Well, hey, since I got a few of you here, this is what I'm working on this week in the shop. Acmer sent me a laser, and I'm doing a laser review. I'm putting it through its paces. So I'll have a review probably on Saturday or Sunday. All right, guys, so that's it for me. Let me show you what we did. We turned this ratcheting screwdriver handle, and we epoxied it in. I'm going to sand that tomorrow, put some finish on it. And then we made this cool red oak reclaimed pew bowl. We made that out of some reclaimed material. So thanks for hanging out with me in the shop. Catch you on the next one. Might be live tomorrow. I think I've got some seam rippers to make tomorrow. A collection plate. Yeah, man. Pretty cool. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you, Bailey. See you, Mike. Mike D. Plywood. Thanks, man. Later, y'all. So I'm going to turn this off.